Just iliacus. You're using
Okay,
everything.
probably.
This isn't even a muscle test. I just want to know.
Okay. Okay,
It was strong.
okay.
Big breath. Out. Now shake that.
Shake.
Just driving the dysfunction and then hold it. Just like this. So big breath. Breathe out. Take your finger off. Big breath. In here. Yeah. So it weakens you.
Okay.
So go find one that's paired
Mm-hmm. Probably a lot.
to. Yeah.
Okay.
And then here's how you do a pair. If you
Yeah,
think
that's what I got to remember is that.
when you shake one and it blows it out, and you shake another and it blows it out. Okay, you have two things that are dysfunctional.
Okay.
If you shake them both at the same time and TL them both, which you have to do, and then Corey test, if they're paired, you go strong again
Okay.
because they negate each other. And then you go like that might be related to wherever you're feeling stuff. Right?
Okay.
And you can just go through too. You can usually go through and find like knotty areas.
Mm-hmm.
You can just kind of shake and oh yeah, it blows out. And why don't you do this?
Okay.
And usually everything kind of in here, like at level 1 that was blowing out on you.
Mm-hmm.
When you get to the hierarchy, and let's just say that is in the hierarchy, which my guess would be it would.
That makes sense.
When you find what it's paired to and you release those pairs to one another, then everything else usually
Lines up.
works. So if I sit here and I correct something or I get it to go well,
Okay.
but then you chewing or something that kind of smiling or just something that kind of aggravates it, then this stuff can just come back.
Okay.
So
Wow.
find what it's
Yeah.
paired.
Yeah,
Just
take out
shake.
the cause and all
Just
the
go
things
find
that
some
happen
things.
because of it will stop being an issue. Can you remind me how to check between like when you did the perineals and the post tib, which was
Yeah,
really
so
blowing
once
it
you-
out? Because
once
that's
you
what I
find-
don't remember.
Once you find a pair, so let's say you have scar to,
I would guess. Diaphragm.
okay, right? So let's say you have those two.
Mhm.
Then what you do is, and the client has to do this, so you would use this hand on scar, this hand on diaphragm, and is there a spot that's like worse?
I'm not sure. It's all pretty guarded.
Okay,
Like there's probably good. So I was just told both.
so we'll shake them both real quick. And then hold them. And just yell, big breath. Here. Yeah, I think so. So now what I want you to do is shake this one. Get it in really agitated, not just this hand.
Okay.
And then remove that hand, touch your lip. Big breath, breathe out. Now I want you to agitate the lip,
Doesn't matter.
just really rub it in there. Then remove that hand, and then push into the diaphragm. Big breath, breathe out. So you have to release the scar to get this, then kind of
Okay. Wow.
be itself.
Okay.
So then you can go and ask how to release the scar.
Okay.
So why don't you kind of like
Spread it out.
spread it.
Okay.
I can't remember if we showed you scar work yet. I don't think so.
Just do it a couple times. And then,
Oh, okay.
okay, go ahead and nice big breath. Breathe out. Don't like that. Usually that's the case with the scar. Like you don't like spread them usually.
Hmm.
So now go ahead and kind of.
Do I actually find some that like
Yeah, yeah.
ACLs and stuff like that? Sometimes they like to be moved that way.
Usually it depends on how the cut went.
Yeah, it's just the direction of whatever happened
Yeah.
and whatever happened underneath the skin.
Big breath. In here. Oh yeah. You like that.
Yeah, I can tell. I mean, I can feel it when I do the scar tissue work.
And
What is actually breaking up the adhesion?
And then you can go like lengthwise, so you can go like longitudinal to it.
Mm-hmm.
You can shorten it longitudinally, You can spin it longitudinally, you can twist it clockwise, counterclockwise, you can do all kinds of stuff. If it's from the inside,
I don't know.
like.
Yeah,
does it
Christina's, we're gonna have to look at that.
It's all the way through.
So you might need to then go this side of the lip.
Uh-huh.
And basically like what makes it the strongest, there's your homework, what makes it the weakest obviously is the dysfunction. So if you did this, you just hit everything.
Okay,
But you're gonna know exactly what the dysfunction is when you find it.
okay,
So it's when it spreads. So if you think about it, that's kind of when you smile,
yeah.
right?
Smiling is breaking your body, Susanna.
So I'm not saying don't smile, but if you can get the dysfunction out, then every time you smile, it's not gonna,
Throw me off.
yeah. And here's the thing,
That's
your
really good.
your diaphragm might be facilitated for a lot of stuff,
Mhm.
but that doesn't mean
That's
it's
what
not
I found.
inhibited for the scar.
Okay.
So it's in different relationships.
Yeah,
So like Shelley had she has a glute that's inhibited by her diaphragm, but it's facilitated for glute med and TFL and all that stuff.
okay,
So just because it's getting inhibited to that, doesn't mean then that doesn't cause it to be facilitated for everything else.
yeah,
So if you get that relationship out, most likely everything else just kind
yeah,
of.
because the diaphragm's facilitating for a lot of things.
It's just pissed off and picking on the other children.
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
So one of the how I tend to explain it, especially with other professionals, just so I can just go nuts on it. You know, a scar proprioceptively feels like static or something, so the body just assumes it's still an injury going on. Especially if it's a matter of it gets pulled in the direction of the original injury, it's going to feel proprioceptively like it's actually being pulled on, so it can't heal. So ideally, if you go in and show the proper direction so the body can go, oh, it's not injured anymore, the dysfunction will go away. That's kind of the way I like to think of it, but
Yeah.
does that sound about right?
Yeah, it could be emotional or physical though.
Well, yeah,
So
but I mean,
proprioception as far as a physical pull, yeah, but then on the other hand, like just awareness and spending attention on it and
Mhm.
just kind of letting it heal.
mhm.
And,
Just let that motor control
both-
center
both.
notice that
usually
it's,
a mixture. But
yeah, definitely.
no, I don't
Especially
think
because most of the ones that are severe enough to really mess with stuff are probably partially limbic anyway.
Yeah,
that's- Yeah, especially when you're 5,
Yeah.
yeah, 4, yeah,
4 or 5.
yeah. Yep,
Well, thanks.
definitely a little bit
Years.